talk more now on this issue, on the meeting specifically between community leaders and police. And I'm joined by Ibrahim Hooper, National Communications Director for the Council on American Islamic Relations. Ibrahim, thank you for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
I understand you were not in the meeting, but two of your colleagues were. What did you find out? What did they tell you?
Well, two of our Massachusetts chapter board members were in the meeting. They watched the video and reported back to us like other members of the community reported back. And basically they were saying that the video somewhat supports the police and FBI of events in terms of them backing away from Mr. Rahim, but that it's inconclusive in terms of them not being able to see a weapon, a knife, that the video was very poor quality and from quite a distance. So it was somewhat supportive of the police version, but ultimately inconclusive.
Mr. Cooper, I want to play for you part of what we heard from community leaders after they watched that video you referred to.
What the video does reveal to us very clearly is that the individual was not on the cell phone. The individual was not shot in the back.
The video is inconclusive. I don't think that he was shot in the back by virtue of that. However, we couldn't see clearly. It was very, like 1/20th of the overall frame, very far away. So we can't be clear as to what transpired.
It's interesting, Mr. Cooper, and the reason that so many of the people have been talking about that he was not shot in the back is because early on we heard from the victim's family and others who insisted that he had been shot in the back. That apparently is not a discrepancy.
That stemmed from a Facebook post from the brother of Mr. Rahim. And I've spoken to the brother. I've spoken to his father. The family's obviously very upset about this, and we're upset too. About this entire situation. Particularly troubling would be, if true, the allegations that there was a plot to attack police officers. This would be obviously firmly rejected and repudiated by the entire American Muslim community. And we see that, again, what you're seeing, if these allegations prove true, is this online so-called radicalization. Because these kinds of things are not taught in mosques. In fact, studies have repeatedly shown, and evidence has shown, that mosques and the Muslim community itself is a moderating influence that discourages any trend towards extremism of any type.
It's not being taught in mosques in the United States. It may be being taught in mosques in other parts of the world, and that could be filmed, and that's something with people could have easy access to via online. And that's where you see that the globalization really causes people to be able to find people's thoughts and comments where they may be being said thousands of miles away from here.
Yeah, I mean, religious extremists from the Middle East or wherever are making active efforts to try and attract people, lone individuals or small groups of individuals, and that's where we're seeing this kind of phenomenon. It's not in mosques, it's not in the American Muslim community.
How do you fight back against something like that? How do you
It's difficult because
fight back?
When somebody goes to a mosque, they hear a very moderate mainstream message, and then when they go online, they hear something extreme. So, you know, which message are they listening to, and how do you get them to listen to the mainstream message and not the message from extremists?
Mr. Hooper, thank you for being with me. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.